Hello students, welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So in previous class we had seen the basic formula and the basic concept of interest, simple interest and some of the important note. So today we will begin with some easy examples. So this type of questions will be asked for 2 marks. So the first question is, find the interest on the sum of rupees 7,000 for 4 years at 12% per annum simple interest. So the first thing is you have to identify what is the principal, what is the rate of interest and what is the period of that amount invested. So once you get to know these three terms, then it is easy to calculate the simple interest. Just remember in yesterday's class, in the previous class, I had given simple interest formula as PTR by 100, and here I have mentioned PNR by 100. The meaning of the formula remains the same, it is just the notation. So you must be clear with your notations. It is okay if you use PTR by 100 or PNR by 100, or in some textbooks you can find simple interest formula as PNI, where I denotes R by 100. But you should be clear what is rate of interest, what is time or period of investment, and it will be usually in years. So in this first problem it is very clearly given the sum, that is principal, is 7,000, n or t is 4 years and rate is 12%. So we will substitute this in the formula. So we will get 7,000 into 4 into 12 by 100. Therefore the simple interest is 3,360 rupees. So if you invest your 7,000 for 4 years, you will get rupees 3,360 with 12% of interest. So the second question is, find simple interest and the amount of the principal of rupees 1,400 at 3.5% per annum in 18 months. So in this question they have asked to find out simple interest and also the amount. So in the previous class we had seen the formula for amount is principal plus the interest. So first we need to calculate simple interest, but please note here the period is given in months, but the formula is for years. So it is necessary to convert this month to years. So to convert, what we have to do is we have to divide it by 12 in the formula. Suppose days were given, then we have to divide it by 365. Very simple. So I hope you guys know this basic concept. So now first we will find simple interest. The formula is PNR by 100. Here straightforwardly they have given principal as rupees 1,400. The rate is 3.5 and n is 18 months. So we will be having 1,400 into 18 into 3.5 divided by 100 into 12, because they have given months. So with your calculators you will get simple interest as rupees 73.5, and here you can see the percent is given in mixed fraction. I assume you guys know how to calculate or how to convert mixed fractions. So we have got it as 3.5 in this case. So now we have found simple interest, which is 73.5 rupees. Along with this they have asked to find out amount. So amount will be A is equal to P plus I. So in this question P is 1,400 and interest is 73.5. Add it, we will get the amount, which is 1,473.5 rupees. So the next question is, at what rate percent of simple interest will rupees 1,200 earn rupees 27 in 9 months? So in this question the unknown is R, that is rate of interest. So the given terms are, this 1,200 is your principal, rupees 27 is your simple interest and 9 is nothing but your period. So it is again in months, so we have to divide it by 12 to convert it into year. So read the question, understand. Some students might take 1200 as principal and this as simple interest and 27 as principal amount. So please don't make such silly mistakes. Obviously simple interest will be less than the principal amount, right? So now in this question they have asked to find rate. Very straightforward. So substitute the given things in formula. So simple interest, we are taking it as 27. P is 1200 into 9 into R, which is unknown, divided by 100 into 12. So this 12 and this 12 will get cancelled, so we will be remaining with 27 equal to 9R. We want this R, so this 9 goes to the denominator. Therefore R is 27 by 9, which is 3%. Therefore the rate percent of simple interest will be 3%. So the next question is, find the sum invested to earn rupees 75,000 in 3 years at 6% per annum. So understand the question. In this they have asked, find the sum invested to earn 75,000. So you're investing some amount, so on that amount you're getting 75,000, which might be your income or interest. So here they have asked to find out P, that is principal amount, with given information, that is they have already given the simple interest, which is 75,000. They have given the time, which is 3 years, and the rate. So once you understand the question, the solution is quite very easy. All you have to remember is just one formula and the formula for amount. So with these two formulas you can solve any type of problem if you understand the question. So here let us substitute and find the principal amount. So it is 75,000 is equal to P into 3 into 6 by 100. So it will be, so this will go to the numerator and it will become multiplication. So it is 75 lakhs is equal to 18P. So therefore P is 4,16,666 rupees approximately. So let us see the fifth problem. Calculate simple interest on rupees 5,000 from 4th June 2013 to 16th August 2013 at 20% per annum simple interest. So in this question they have given the principal amount, they have given the rate, but the period or the time they have given in terms of date or days. So first let us find out how many days are there from 4th June 2013 to 16th August 2013. So in June we know there are 30 days, so they start to invest on 4th. Therefore there will be 26 days of June, and next we have July, one whole month, which is 31 days, and August they are investing up to 16th, so 16 days in August. So in total we have the number of days between 14th June to 16th August is 73 days. I have given how we got 73, which is 26 plus 31 plus 16. So now, as I said earlier, when days are given you have to convert it to year. So to convert it to year we will divide it by 365. Therefore simple interest will be 5,000 into 73 into 20 divided by 100 into 365, which is 200 rupees. So you have to carefully calculate this days when they are given in terms of dates like this. So the next question is, find the amount of the principal of rupees 10,600 for 3 years at 17% per annum. So in this question they have asked to find out amount, given the principal amount, the time of investment, and the rate percent. You can either calculate like we did in the second problem, first by calculating simple interest and then finding the amount, which is principal amount plus the interest, or we can directly calculate the amount using this formula, which is P into 1 plus NR by 100. So here P is 10,600 into 1 plus, in place of n we have 3 years and in place of rate we have 17, so it will be 3 into 17 by 100. So first calculate this. So it will be 3 into 17 by 100 turns out to be 0.51, then add 1 to it and then multiply with 10,600, which will be 16,006 rupees. So in this question, if they had asked find simple interest and amount, then you have to solve like the second problem. If they have directly asked amount, then you can use this formula, which will be very easy. If not, you can find simple interest and then find amount, you'll get the same answer. And note, if they have given months or dates, then don't forget to convert it to years. The last problem for today is the simple interest on rupees 8,400 at 12.5% per annum is rupees 3,150. Find the period. Here n is unknown. They have given the simple interest on 8,400. Therefore, this will be P. Rate is 12.5 and the simple interest is 3,150. So we will substitute and we will find n. So it is 3,150 is equal to 8,400 into n into 12.5 by 100. So solve. You will get n as 3 years. So usually n you have to denote it in years, not months or days. So in today's class we had seen the simple problems of simple interest with when all the terms are known, that is when they have directly given principal, rate and time, which is n. We can just calculate by using PNR by 100. When the next thing we have learned is how to calculate simple interest when the period of investment is given in months or dates. And then we have seen when one term is unknown, how to find out that term using the formula of simple interest, that is when rate is unknown or when principal amount is unknown or when the period is unknown. And we have seen how to calculate amount, and we have also seen how to find out the rate. So all basic calculations we have completed. In the next class we will solve some more problems of simple interest. Hardly I might need 2 more classes, 2 to 3 classes for simple interest, then we will move to compound interest. So please go through these problems, try to solve some more problems by referring textbooks or by Google, and also see the practical applications where you apply simple interest or compound interest. So we will discuss that also. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.